Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm your moderator today. My name is Anthony Pritchard, and I'm a CSL practitioner.
And we have
My name is Raheem.
Raheem.
I'm going to play some music today.
Yeah. So let's get started with a prayer. Valerie, would you pray us in?
So I just take this moment to breathe in deeply and breathe it out deeply. As we let go of all that has come before and all of our wandering thoughts and just center into this space of right here, right now. We recognize that there is only that one life, that one power, that one absolute intelligence that we call God. And I know that it is my life and Reverend Michael's life and Anthony's life and Raheem's life and the life of everyone checking in with us today, now or later, and everyone everywhere, because we are all one. So I know that this day unfolds at ease and grace and effortlessness, and all of our mechanical parts work, and we just release it into the oneness, the allness, the isness. Go and allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is.
So I decided to write a song. There's lots of love songs out there. But this song is a love song to love. You are the sun. Oh, please, never go out for too long. Your rain on my face, your drops are so delightful. Oh, please, wash away my lost races, and just in cases, oh, I never knew that when I was alone, you were alone too. Love, don't be shy with me, my friend. I sensed you all along. Oh, please, stay with me. And say to me, I'll be staying night and day, softly waking with you. Thank you.
Thank you. And we thank him for hanging in there with us today because we're having a communication challenge with Raheem. He can
He can't hear us.
he can see us, but he can't hear us, and we can hear him. So it's going to be a tricky deal, but we'll work through it. He's a professional. So we have some announcements and a reading you're doing today.
So I'll start with the purpose statement.
Mhm.
The purpose of our spiritual community is to be a spiritual community, to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, and all life. And so it is.
So it is.
So like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro. And you can go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and go to contact us to add yourself to the email list. You can go to the prayer request to request prayers, and we'll pray on your request all week. And today's title is
Am I ready?
Am I Ready? And I think that's it for me right now.
You're going to do the readings?
Yeah. Okay. So affirmations next.
Yes.
I had them and now I don't. So Anthony, will you put the affirmations up? Thank you. And these say September 8th, and I don't know. We're just having all kinds of technical challenges today. These are the affirmations we're going to go with. My mind, I'm going to say it and then say it after me, okay?
Okay.
My mind is open to the highest possible vision for my life.
My mind is open to the highest possible vision for my life.
Divine good unfolds in every aspect of my life always.
Divine good unfolds in every aspect of my life always.
My intentions are manifested in the mind of God now.
My intentions are manifested in the mind of God now.
I am a creative expression of love in the world.
I am a creative expression of love in the world.
The presence of Spirit is always with me.
The presence of Spirit is always with me.
I recognize and accept my blessings in all moments.
I recognize and accept my blessings in all moments.
And together we say,
and so it is.
Yay. So today's reading is from Now the Time, Coming Home to a Healing Prayer. And this is written by George Bendel. And for those of you who don't know George Bendel, he was the person that stayed with Ernest Holmes for the years after Hazel's death.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So, and it's a really good book. Through expectancy, we are ready to accept. Without expecting something to take place, we shall not be ready to accept it when it does. It is only through acceptance that we shall be able to change our lives. If we are not willing to recognize and accept the new for the old, then we shall not change. We must be ready and willing to accept our new heritage, our dominion over our lives, and identify ourselves with that infinite source of all things, God, intelligence. It is only thus that we shall ever be able to change our lives. Once we make a decision, we must be ready for the outcome and the results of that decision. We must have some expectancy of what is about to come automatically as a result. And then when the result does come, we must be able to recognize it for what it is and accept it. And so it is.
So we want to bring up Rahim again.
We do.
The more that I see life, the more that life can see me. So untie the binds that hold me down, so I can live 100 feet off the ground. The more so I can live 100 feet off the ground. So let's live 100 feet off the ground.
Thank you, Raheem. We appreciate you. And hopefully you're getting our essence of love for you, since you can't hear what I'm saying. But you're a trooper and you're hanging in there. We thank you. So we'll be back to you shortly. This is a fun day.
Time to just breathe in and get centered, because the technical challenges are what they are. And here we go, huh?
And again, we're living the title, because we're ready, whether we're ready or not ready. We're always ready, because that's life. Whether we're ready for something to happen, it's going to happen. And what's ready is your inner self. So if you're getting caught up in whatever actions are taking place outside of your inner self, just turn within and see the truth of what's taking place. Not the mess that's taking place, but the truth that we're alive, we're awake, we're aware, and we're so blessed to be here in this time and space to just live life to its fullest. So what is being ready? To me, it's being conscious and aware in every moment of our body, mind, and God self. The am I ready question can be asked of the God self anytime. We can check out of the present moment and check back into the present moment just by saying, am I ready? Because when we do check out, it's just usually getting caught up of whatever is going on in our physical plane. For us this morning, it was the internet. And there was a part of us that knew that it would work out. And it did, because we were ready. We were ready for anything. We don't even have to, when you ask, am I ready? You don't have to ask anything after that, or you don't have to add anything onto it. For instance, am I ready for this day? Am I ready for what just happened to us? Am I ready to live life fully? Am I ready to do the dishes? Am I ready? You can add anything after I'm ready, but you don't have to, because just saying I'm ready means that you're open to the present moment and what it has to offer, what it has to give to you. Am I is one side of a coin to I am.
Mm-hmm.
And when you think about it, I am is the answers to all am I's. Am I ready? The I am is ready. It's always ready, because it is the fullness and the vastness of spiritual life. So we know there's two sides of a coin It's just about everything. Up, down, right, wrong, left, right, just about everything. So we have these two sides of the coin to live life and expand in life. So if you're on one side of the coin, say feeling positive, then there's something happening on the other side of the coin that could be a disaster of some sort. So these two sides of the coins, even though they're opposite sides of the coins, they work together. We must have both sides in order to face or answer any challenge that happens in our life. What in our lives are we able to see and recognize on the other side of the coin? So if I'm living on this side of the coin, what is happening on the other side of the coin that I can tap into and see? What is the opposite of what's going on in my life? If it's something bad, what is good? If there's something good, there is, we know that there's nothing bad. That's the two sides of the coin. So how do we affect us either positively or negatively? How does it affect us? We ask ourselves what changes are needed to connect to the two sides, because the two sides need to work together. Am I making any sense?
A little bit.
It's this thing that we live in a world of opposites, and sometimes what we're experiencing now, there can be something opposite taking place. I'm experiencing happiness and joy, abundance and prosperity, while on the other side of the coin can be all the rest of humanity. And what are they experiencing? Are they experiencing the joy I'm experiencing, or are they experiencing war and or poverty or whatever? Two sides of the coin, my life and the life of everyone on this planet that I'm one with. So the coin has me on one side and all of the rest of life on the other side, but it's just really one thing. It's the coin. And neither side has any more power than the other side. They're actually both neutral until we add something to it. So the good is neutral, the bad is neutral. We put our consciousness into it and make the bad the power and the good non-existent. Or we have the other side. We can embrace the good, and the bad will dissipate. So why don't you talk for a while? Let me get it clearer on this.
Well, so I took the title, Am I Ready? To start with, am I ready to release? Am I ready to release all the things that I might be feeling or doing in the past or even right now that aren't serving me? And some of the things that I thought of about things that I might be hanging on to that don't serve me are regret or anger or blaming. The other thing that comes up right now is a lot of times we have a tendency, or I have a tendency, to think about things in the past and then go there emotionally again. And sometimes it's happy thoughts, and other times it's things that happened a long time ago that maybe I didn't feel I was treated fairly, or maybe I made a mistake and hurt somebody else. And so instead of doing what I need to do, like if I need to apologize to somebody else, do it and then let it go. Or I had a situation with a person that Oh, I don't think he could get along with anybody, but he particularly, because I didn't play the game, he particularly would just focus in on me. And I spent a lot of years in a lot of turmoil over that relationship and thinking that he should act differently because I wanted him to. And I remember I was sitting in a workshop with Reverend Cynthia James, and she said, the only one that's being affected by this is you. You're not affecting that other person at all. And so you have the choice to let go of all the things that you're holding on to, all the regret, all the blame, all the anger, and you have the choice to be happy. And so as we begin to think of what is it that I'm hanging on to that doesn't serve me anymore, I have the choice to let it go. If I think that person ought to apologize to me and I know I'm not going to get that apology, I get to let it go. I get to let that person be that person. I get to let their behaviors be their behaviors, and I get to let it go. And even for sometimes if I make a mistake, I'll hold on to it like that too. And so all of those things we get to let go. We get to start with a clean slate. We get to say, okay, this is a new minute. This is a new day. This is a new hour. And these are the things I choose for right now. Am I ready to choose what I want for today instead of hanging on to what I don't want, instead of hanging on to the past? And then we can accept right where I am. I have the opportunity to, I think you said something about a clean slate, to start all the way over. I can recognize that divine love is everywhere and is everything. And I can see that instead of the things that I didn't like or I didn't want. And as I begin to recognize that the divine is in, as, and through everything, there's always something good there. There's always something good. And so I can start with self-love. I can start with accepting me just right where I am, warts and all. And instead of thinking that I have to be perfect, to be okay, I have to be perfect. Well, the truth is none of us are. The truth is sometimes we say things that we shouldn't have said or that we probably didn't even mean if we weren't in that mood that we were in, or if somebody had. I remember this story, and I'm sure you've heard it. And it's about, it starts with the guy, a man having something bad happen at work. And so he gets mad. And so he goes home and he takes it out on his wife. And so she takes it out on the son. It goes on. It's really kind of a long story. And she takes it out on the son, who kicks the dog. And so the point was, if he'd have just kicked the dog, he could have saved all those other people that pain. However, we need to learn to not kick the dog. We need to learn to say, oh, I made a mistake. And if there are reparations to be made, I'll make them. I can go back to people and say, you know, I'm really sorry for that thing I said or that thing I did. And I can do better the next time. And so as we begin to love ourselves, then we can begin to love other people, and we can see them in love instead of making decisions about who somebody else might be, just how they look or the word they've said or a thing that they've done. And just recognize we all have times when we're really, really at our best and times when we're not so much at our best. And we can just begin to see the world in love with its ups and its downs and its mistakes and its foibles. And so as we do that, we transmit they into we.
Mhm.
And we become we instead of we and they, or I and they, or I and you. We become we. We become all one body, all one thing. And we can begin to be in that place where we can experience love and we can experience joy with whatever's going on. And we're on this planet to experience that life. And so we won't be learning the lessons, in my opinion. We won't be learning the lessons we came here to learn if we never have a challenge. So we get to have those challenges and we get to look at them in a new way, as opposed to, why is this happening to me? We get to look at it as, what is this here to teach me? What is it that I get to be? How is it that I get to grow? And then as we do that, we can also transmute hate into love. Because we're certainly being impacted in a lot of ways every time we turn the TV on, with the opportunity to separate, and this is right and this is wrong, and I like this and I hate this and I do this and I do that. And we get to be the example of holding that space of love, holding that space of peace, holding that space of the best is coming forth, and we're holding that space for the best and best for all.
Mm-hmm. So God is within. We know that.
Yes.
And always ready to what? Ready to answer our prayers.
Yes.
Ready to expand our consciousness.
Yes.
Ready to change our lives for the better.
Absolutely.
Ready to become the highest possibilities
Yes.
life has offered.
Yes.
And so fill in a blank. Ready to, what is it that you're ready to? Are you ready for the changes that are necessary for you to be something greater than you picture yourself to be? Something that moves beyond this stuck place that you feel you're in. If the answer is yes, then the I am presence will answer the am I ready presence. It's interesting to me that it's the two, I am I, am I. The am I is always asking the questions, and the answer is I am all the time, in any circumstance. There's a spiritual equation that I found interesting. Is something that I created during the course of ministerial school. It just seemed like it was I didn't create it. The Creator created through me, because I asked some sort of question, and this is what it came up to. Receive plus become equals give. Receive plus become equals give. So what is it that we receive? We receive the spiritual gifts of all the experiences that we have. Good, bad, indifferent. Every experience is an opportunity to see a larger part of ourselves, a part that we may have been hiding, a part that may keep repeating in our life. So when you have these experiences, stay open to receiving the gift that is yours, because there is a gift in every experience. And eventually the gift becomes embodied, and it becomes an opportunity to live and practice and give back that which we received from the gift. Let me try to clear that up. We receive this experience, and from it we're given a gift, and that gift is an up-leveling of who we are. It's turning you, not turning you. It's becoming something greater than you were before you had the experience. So now you have this gift, and it's time to give it back by showing, by being an example of what you've learned from the gift. So I have this experience, and from it I'm given the gift of prosperity. So I prayed for abundance in my life, and I get this big check in the mail, and it was a surprise. It was from somebody who maybe passed away and left me this money. Well, the experience that I got from that was prayer works. And knowing that, then I can go out and show how it works in my life and give back by tithing, by giving the gifts that I was given in life to share, such as maybe helping somebody in a situation that help. So I receive this gift and I give it back. I receive the gift, I become the gift, and I give it back. Does that make sense? I receive the gift, I become the gift, and I give it back.
Yeah, especially if we're talking about like receiving love and then giving love and how.
Right.
Yeah, I can understand it more that way than a gift of money. So I guess if you're talking about money, then it's because we're tithing that we're keeping it in circulation as opposed to like hoarding. Maybe.
Right. So when I was talking about two sides of a coin, what's come up for me is in a football game, you know how they flip the coin, and both sides are ready to receive whatever it is that the coin's going to bring them, but one side would prefer to have the choice of receiving or what side of the field they work on. They were ready to answer the question, what will I be? Which side? What will be my choice? Or am I going to be the other side of the coin, where the individual that calls heads or tails, it didn't turn out right for them. So I flipped a coin. They both, one side calls heads, and it comes out heads. So he has a choice. The other side is just the victim of the coin flip. But both are good. Both are opportunities to expand with their gifts and play from the essence of either receiving or kicking. I don't know if that helped me.
Yeah. Look, so I think what you're saying is we're always at choice how we respond to whatever comes up in our life. So if it's something that I'm excited about, it's really easy to choose gladness. But if it's something I didn't really want to happen, I have the opportunity to transmute that into this is mine to do and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it in joy because I have a choice of doing things in joy, or I have a choice of doing things grudgingly. And that doesn't make anybody very happy when somebody does things grudgingly. And so as we begin to be aware of the potential of our choice to impact those around us, we can do it in a way that's more positive, that's more loving.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You did? It took a long time to say it.
Well, I'm just so intrigued by this idea of being ready for life in every moment, every second. And when we check out, in other words, we we're not living from the inside out, we're living from the outside in, then asking, am I ready, wakes me up to getting back and present in the moment, not living outside, but living inward, just by saying, am I ready?
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm having a little challenge being ready for this talk today with all the action that took place beforehand. It kind of brought me back to the outside of myself from all the work I was doing right before service. And it's interesting to be aware of where you are in any moment.
Mhm.
Are you ready to be ready in this moment? It's yes. Am I accepting what this moment is being revealed through me? I say yes, because I am the I am.
That's right.
And the I am is always the answer to, am I ready? Always. So there we go. What do you think, honey?
You ready to pray?
Me pray. I'm not ready.
Okay. Yes, no.
You're the life of this talk right now.
Excuse me. Okay, so once again, I just invite you to really take a deep cleansing breath, letting go of everything that has come before, letting go of whatever emotions you might be feeling right now, and just being in this moment right here and right now where we are recognizing that right where we are, God is. There's no thing other than God. So every moment of our lives, we're living in God. Every moment of our lives is a God moment. And so as we breathe in, we're breathing in God, and we're breathing out any fears or challenges that we might be experiencing. We're recognizing that God is present all the time in all of the things that we would label good and all the things that we would label not good. There's just that constant of God all the time, right within. And so as we breathe that in and recognize that oneness, that allness, that isness within ourselves, we can just be that place of love that we know God is. Be that place of peace. Be that place of harmony. Be that place of absolute oneness with life. And so as we are that place, I just invite you to take a deep breath in and breathe in love. And breathe out any fears you might be having, and breathe in peace. And breathe out all of the things that we're reading all of the time, all over the planet, that aren't peaceful. And knowing that as we hold that peace, as we hold that space, we're creating more peace, more good, more love into the planet. And so that is ours to do today. To breathe that love in, to breathe that peace in, to breathe that oneness in, to breathe that allness is and that isness is into our space, so that as we're creating this day, we're creating from our place of good, from our place of oneness, from our place of knowing God is right where we are, without having to judge or recognize whatever's going on anywhere else. We're just going to hold that space of good and that space of love within ourselves, and then we're going to breathe it out and spread it out around us this day. We're going to be that place of peace. We're going to be that place of love. We're going to be that place of kindness. We're going to recognize that right where we are, God is all the time, regardless of what might be going on. And so knowing that is true, I just surround us all with light and with love, and know that everyone that needs healing is hearing this healing word and knowing that that is the truth for them, that healing power and presence of God. That healing in our emotions, that healing in our body temples, that healing in thoughts of things that we don't want to happen. We just let all of that go and just breathe in that love and breathe in that peace and breathe in that oneness, and know that is the truth of our being. And so in absolute gratitude for knowing that oneness and that peace, I simply release this word. I let it go and I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. Aho, ashe, amen, and woohoo!
It takes a long time to get to the starting point. I mean to see things past the breaking point, and you wonder if you're even on the right track, because you know days that insist that there's no looking back, 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 no, no. So you take a deep breath and you get up every day. You climb that mountain, no matter what the voices say, what the voices say, what those voices say, yeah, those voices. They don't know that dreams are not what we do. Yes, dreams. What it all comes down to, whether up or on the ground, you, yes, you are the dream. Thank you. Thank you.
We just put together. There we go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna do some announcements.
Yeah, we're going to do this now.
We'll be back to you.
I don't think Brahim can hear us, but I think he can see that we're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it was great. Okay.
So I talked about tithing earlier, and it was a gift from an experience that I had. And the one side of the coin was I was broke. I was going through a horrible divorce, tapped out all my credit cards, got in trouble with back taxes, and really seeking an answer because I didn't want to go bankrupt. And I came into this philosophy, and my minister talked about tithing. if you give, you'll receive back. And I thought it was a good time to test that, since I was in so deep a financial problem that I just started tithing. And little by little, the consciousness of poverty, the consciousness of lack, limitation, just started chipping away. And there were times where it was more difficult to tithe, but I felt empowered by this idea that I was giving. And that's what we offer a chance to you to do. We're a good place to practice that gift. And you don't have to do the full 10%. Start out with just whatever you feel comfortable doing, which I did, and bring it up to the point where you're just giving the 10%. And it feels natural, and you're grateful for the gift that it gave you, so you give back. So tell them how they can give.
So the best way to give is to go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org. Go a little way down on the page. There's all kinds of ways of giving there. There's a Venmo code, there's PayPal, there's other kinds of giving. You can give once, you can set it up to give more times, but it's right there, and you just click on the thing that works for you, and that'll do it.
That'll do it. So let's bless the gifts that are in our lives. So repeat after me. In this very moment, I am so grateful for the Spirit of living God.
In this very moment, I am so grateful for this
Spirit of the living God.
Spirit of the living God.
I take this into my heart.
I take this into my heart.
And I'm guided to give this day.
And I'm guided to give this day.
Whether it's manna.
Whether it's manna.
Whether it's service.
Whether it's service.
Whether it's just a smile to a friendly person.
Whether it's just a smile to a friendly person.
I give.
I give.
And I accept it's good.
And I accept it's good.
By releasing this word.
By releasing this word.
And letting it be.
And letting it be.
And so it is.
And so it is. Yay. There's a big Venmo code. That one will be easy to use.
Yeah. That's right.
So I think we're ready for Rahim again.
Hi there. Well, it's always good to be here virtually, because I love Colorado so much, and I know this message goes out around the globe, but I have such a special place in my heart for Colorado, and lived there as a child, and I visit all the time. So anytime I'm a part of your service, I feel as connected as I can be, because I just love I love the mountains, and I love the beauty and the moods and the different seasons, and you're getting all that beautiful fall color right now. Dust from stars, oh, refined with fire, cooled by love. But something inside says, don't run, don't hide, oh, reach out those spiral arms, oh, to find love. it can hurt you. It can burn you, but it's the only way that we can learn how to give more, how to live more. Yes, it's raining down. It's all around. All that we are is dust from stars, refined with fire, cooled by love. Oh, love, breathe it in now. Oh, love, breathe it in now. Thank you very much.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
I wish you could hear us. But feel
Yeah.
Beautiful.
all right. Anthony, join us.
I'm here.
Hey, thank you so much for doing this for us today.
It was a special challenge, and you handled it very well. I'm always impressed with your coolness and your calmness, and your ability to just hold the truth. That's practitioner consciousness. I recognize that.
Guided by the mystery of the unknown.
Yeah,
All right.
you did well. You did well, my friend.
So just take a minute to tell everybody a little bit about what you're up to these days, because I think it's kind of nice for them to get to know the people that are on our service. So I know we know the story of how we met you and what a God moment it was, and how we're here because you taught us what to do right before the pandemic, when it was the way we would survive. So we'll always be completely indebted to you for that, and grateful for all the help and all the ways you stay connected with us. So talk about you for a few minutes.
Well, okay, a little moderator spotlight today.
Yes.
My name's Anthony Pritchard, and I have a website with the same name. You can go learn a little bit more about my normal everyday life. But for 15 years ago, I volunteered at Business Honoring Spirituality, which is a business networking group that you might be familiar with these. However, it's held at a spiritual center, and it's actually the longest running business networking group in the state of Colorado. It's been going on that long. And we've been interested in sharing our topics with the world for a long time. And so that's how this whole thing came about, kind of in the sandbox over there. And we would have professional speakers come and give a topic on personal and professional growth. And slowly but surely, I built up the technology to be able to broadcast it all over the world. And I just thought, oh my gosh, how powerful is that every single person in the world with one of these in their pocket could watch our presentation. And then that year, once I really got it mastered, I went to the annual CSL convention, which is where I met you guys, my neighbors. I didn't even know. And we just sat down one weekend and kind of hammered out your living room broadcast there. And I just love the convenience. I love the powerful nature of the ability to drop this pebble in the pond every Sunday morning. And I'm glad to see you guys that have kept it going with your congregation. And I'm able to step in and substitute for you whenever you need me.
Oh, we appreciate it so much. We're so grateful to you. We also love you, but we're really grateful too. Thank you.
And there's a possibility we may need you next week.
Okay.
Okay. Because our regulars are unavailable right now.
Well, so they're going to be in Paonia, and Greg won't know until they get there if they have the broadcast, if they have enough bandwidth. Yeah. So
I don't know how we can. I can get Raheem on the phone.
Well, you know what I haven't done though is invite our viewers to join your Zoom call.
Oh yes.
And that's coming right up here. So
comments.
Oh wait, not that one here. This one.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey. This
Hi there.
This is one way we can talk to you.
Hi.
We loved your songs and your consciousness today. It was very special.
Yes.
Good. I wish I could have heard you because I felt it. I felt, I see your faces and the love, sincerity and beauty, So, but thank you for saying that because, it's kind of like almost being like out on a limb, when you
exactly
when you're singing into the wind almost, with knowing that it's being received and. It was a little shaky, actually, just because it's a weird feeling,
Yeah.
Well, it was wonderful, and we appreciate you always.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the call. I really do. That ties it up really well.
Yeah. Well, we wanted you to know how much we appreciate you, and actually doing this service almost like deaf.
Yeah.
Definitely answered the call.
Yeah.
Mute for sure.
Yeah. So we're almost out of time here. So we want to invite everybody to our Zoom meeting after, and Anthony has kindly put up the Zoom ID on the bottom of the screen, and we'll be there, and we hope you are too.
Yes. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Raheem. Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful wife. This day was very special in its unfoldment.
So is that our amen?
That's our amen.
Okay. And so for those of you who are with us now, we appreciate you and we love you. And thank you so much, Anthony. And thank you so much, Raheem. And we'll see those of you who join us on Zoom. And otherwise, hopefully you'll turn back in next week. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.